The dark side of stablecoins and financial surveillance. A new era of transparency. Hey there, let's talk about something really interesting and a bit scary today, stablecoins and their impact on our financial future. You might think that these new digital assets are all about making payments easier and cheaper, but there's a lot more going on beneath the surface. So what does that actually mean? Well, public blockchains are super transparent. Every transaction is recorded on a ledger that anyone can see. This means there's no hiding from what you do with your money. While that sounds great for transparency, it leads to something darker. What if crypto becomes a tool for financial surveillance like we've never seen before? The bright side and the dark side. Now, let me be honest for a minute. I believe that crypto and blockchain can really change the world for the better. They can help create a more efficient and inclusive financial system. But here's the catch. We might be opening the door to a digital surveillance state that feels more like the future from a dystopian novel than anything else. Right now, people are focused on how crypto and stablecoins promise faster payments and greater financial inclusion. And yes, some of those claims are true, but it's not the full story. We're living in a world where data is becoming as valuable as currency. And guess what? Our currency is also becoming data. All this data gives power to a few, and that's a problem. We're stablecoins. Now, let's break down stablecoins because they're really important in this conversation. A stablecoin is a type of digital asset that keeps its value stable by tying it to a reserve asset, like the US dollar or gold. They help reduce the wild price swings found in other cryptocurrencies, making them easier to use for everyday transactions. There are three main types of stablecoins. Custodial stablecoins, like USDC and Tether, which are backed by real assets. Algorithmic stablecoins, which try to maintain their value through smart contracts. Crypto-backed stablecoins, which use other cryptocurrencies as collateral. Most people you hear about are likely referring to custodial stablecoins. When you buy them, you're trusting the company behind the coin to hold an equivalent amount of real currency in reserve. For example, if you buy Tether with $1, that company is supposed to have $1 kept safe somewhere. This is a great idea for lowering transaction costs and giving people outside the US a chance to access stable currency. But there's something deeper at play here. A shift in power. Stablecoin legislation is suddenly a top issue because the US dollar is losing ground globally. And as the financial system faces increasing debt, the government realizes it must adapt. If the future of money is digital, the only way to keep the US dollar relevant is to bring it online. The law making its way through Congress aims to position US dollar stablecoins as the future of digital money. It's designed to stabilize the short-term debt market and ensure the dollar remains powerful. Secretary of the Treasury Scott Bessent has made this clear, stating that the goal is to keep the US dollar as the leading global currency. The bigger picture, surveillance and control. But here's the downside. As we adopt these digital currencies, we might be welcoming a system where our financial activities are monitored constantly. When every transaction is recorded on a public ledger, it becomes easier for authorities to supervise and control individuals. Remember the past? The internet was initially built for resilience, but over time, it became a tool for massive data collection. After the events of 9/11, the USA Patriot Act expanded government surveillance powers, and companies started cooperating, allowing for mass data collection. Fast forward to today, and we see how the government and private actors now work together to monitor individuals. The arrival of digital IDs is just one step closer to total financial surveillance. The consequences of automation. Imagine living in a world where your money could be blocked for any reason, where your every purchase is monitored and controlled. We're seeing hints of this already with countries like Canada using financial restrictions against protests. The scary part? If companies control the currency, they could decide who can spend their money and what they can buy. This is a big shift in power, and it's happening quietly but quickly. So, yes, Stablecoins provide opportunities for cheaper transactions and better access to capital. But they also come with strings attached, strings that might lead to widespread financial oversight and control. Moving forward, as we navigate this landscape of changing financial systems, it's important to stay informed. We have to recognize the benefits while being aware of the risks. Just because something appears to be helpful doesn't mean it's without downsides. So, keep your eyes open. As we move forward with new financial technologies, stay proactive and informed about what's happening with your money. If you found this discussion valuable, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more insights on these important topics.